What if you could trigger your body's deepest repair system without skipping a single meal? Most people think autophagy only happens when you starve yourself for days on end. But researchers have quietly discovered something that changes everything we thought we knew about fasting. There is a specific amino acid ratio that flips the exact same biological switch as fasting. Same cellular repair, same anti-aging benefits, completely different path. No hunger, no suffering involved. And by the end of this, your dinner plate will never look the same again. Let me ask you something that most health creators never actually stop to explain properly. When your body is fasting, what is it actually doing that makes scientists so excited? Most people say burning fat, or giving the digestive system a long overdue break. Those things are real, but they are surface-level answers to a much deeper question. The real mechanism behind fasting's anti-aging power has almost nothing to do with calories. It has everything to do with tiny chemical signals your cells are constantly reading and responding to. And one of the most powerful responses those signals can trigger is something called autophagy. Auto means self, phage means to eat, so your body literally consumes itself to clean up. But not in a harmful way. Think of it as the most intelligent recycling system imaginable. Picture every single one of your cells as a busy workshop running around the clock daily. Over time, that workshop fills up with broken machinery, defective parts, and worn-out equipment. Autophagy is the cleanup crew that comes in, identifies the damage, and recycles it efficiently. When that crew does its job properly, you think more clearly, and you age more slowly. Your immune system runs better. Your mitochondria become more efficient. Your energy becomes more stable. A Japanese scientist named Yoshinori Ohsumi spent decades mapping exactly how this process works molecularly. In 2016, he won the Nobel Prize for it. So this is not fringe biology. This is peer-reviewed, Nobel-level, studied for decades science that your body is already doing. Now here is the part that most people, even very health-conscious people, have completely missed. For a long time, scientists believed autophagy had only one trigger: total caloric deprivation. No food. Every time fasted animals were studied, autophagy was elevated. Every time they ate, it dropped. Simple, clean, logical, except it was not the complete picture the researchers thought it was. As the science got more precise, something far more interesting started to emerge from the data. It was not the absence of calories triggering autophagy. It was the absence of specific signals. And those signals come directly from specific amino acids circulating inside your bloodstream after eating. That single distinction between calories and signals is the crack in the wall that changes everything. Because if you can control the signals, you do not need to control the calories anymore. Let me introduce you to the molecule probably standing between you and real cellular repair right now. It is called mTOR, mechanistic target of rapamycin. But do not worry about the name here. Just understand what it does inside your body every single time you sit down and eat. mTOR is essentially your cellular foreman. When it is active, it tells your body to build. Muscle gets synthesized. Proteins get assembled. Everything in your body is pointing toward growth and accumulation. But when mTOR is switched off, the foreman leaves, and the cleanup crew finally gets to work. Here is something critical. Growth mode and repair mode cannot run at the same time simultaneously. Your body is constantly choosing between the two based entirely on the signals it receives from food. And one amino acid more than any other molecule is the primary trigger that activates mTOR completely. That amino acid is leucine, and it is absolutely everywhere in the standard diet most people eat. Chicken breast, beef, eggs, dairy, whey protein, all of these are loaded heavily with leucine daily. A study in Nature Metabolism showed even small leucine amounts fully activate mTOR in muscle tissue. That protein shake you had this morning to support recovery also shut down your cellular cleanup crew. Leucine does not work alone either. Isoleucine and valine push mTOR in the same direction too. Then there is methionine, a sulfur amino acid found in high concentrations in animal muscle tissue. Methionine activates IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor, which acts as a second lock on autophagy's door. mTOR is lock 1. IGF-1 is lock 2. High methionine diets keep both locks fully engaged. But here is the part nobody talks about. You do not have to stop eating protein entirely. You just need to eat different protein in smarter proportions. That is the metabolic loophole right there. Your body has internal sensors called AMP and GCN2 kinase monitoring your amino acid composition constantly. They are not tracking how much protein you ate, they are tracking what kind and what ratio. Specifically, these sensors watch the ratio of essential amino acids to non-essential amino acids in your blood. When essential amino acids dominate, like after a steak, the sensors read abundance and mTOR fires immediately. But when non-essential amino acids make up the larger portion, the sensors read something closer to scarcity. And scarcity is the exact language that autophagy speaks. That is how the cleanup crew gets called. Research from the Salk Institute shows when non-essential amino acids represent 60 to 70% of intake, and when leucine stays below 8% and methionine below 5%, something remarkable happens inside you. Your body enters and sustains autophagy without any caloric restriction while you are sitting and eating normally. Now let me show you what this actually looks like on a completely normal and real Tuesday. When you wake up, your body is already in mild autophagy after 7 to 9 hours of sleep. The cleanup crew has been quietly working through the night. Your first job is simple and clear. Do not slam the door on them before they finish the work they started while you slept. That means no leucine-dense proteins first thing, no eggs, no whey shake, no Greek yogurt yet. Black coffee is genuinely useful here because caffeine independently activates AMP, one of autophagy's primary pathways. Multiple studies confirm your morning coffee is pharmacologically relevant, not just a caffeine delivery system for energy. Green tea works too. Egg-sig, the primary catechin, acts as a mild and documented mTOR inhibitor daily. Fruit, non-starchy vegetables, small amounts of hemp seeds if you want protein without disrupting the ratio. You are not white-knuckling a fast here. You are eating, just eating with clear biological intention. Your midday meal is where the amino acid ratio does its heaviest and most important lifting daily. Build it around plant proteins with naturally favorable profiles that keep leucine concentration meaningfully low overall. Lentils and rice combined create a complete protein with significantly lower leucine than chicken or beef would. Hemp seeds are one of nature's most underrated foods here. Leucine sitting at roughly 6% naturally. Pumpkin seeds are high in glycine, a non-essential amino acid that may actually support autophagy signaling directly. Chickpeas with tahini is another favorable combination, and it actually tastes good, which genuinely matters here. Load this meal with olive oil and non-starchy vegetables. Fat does not activate mTOR at all. You will be full. Your cells will be cleaning. And both of those things can be true. The evening meal is where you deliberately and strategically reintroduce higher quality, higher leucine protein back in. You have spent the day preserving an autophagy-favorable state. The cleanup crew has had hours to work. Now you give the construction crew their shift. Muscle protein synthesis happens primarily overnight during sleep anyway. Fish is ideal here. Salmon, mackerel, sardines. Excellent amino acid profiles with meaningfully lower methionine than beef. Pair it with complex carbohydrates like sweet potato or quinoa to modulate the insulin response overnight effectively. You are eating dinner like a completely normal human being. Your body does the rebuilding while you sleep. 3 compounds have genuine mechanistic evidence if you want to push the autophagy signal even deeper daily. Spermidine, found in wheat germ, directly induces autophagy through a pathway independent of mTOR status entirely. Urolithin A triggers mitophagy, the specific autophagy of damaged mitochondria, and is now available as a supplement. Berberine activates AMP and effectively mimics some cellular signaling effects of caloric restriction without the restriction itself. None of these replace the dietary foundation, but they compound the signal clearly in the right direction. Here is what the research actually shows about when and how you will begin to notice changes. The first week is mostly beneath the surface. Your nutrient-sensing pathways are quietly recalibrating to normal. By days 8 through 21, the afternoon energy crash most adults accept starts to genuinely ease. Mitochondrial efficiency improves, and the difference shows up as steadier, more reliable energy throughout your entire day. By day 30, insulin sensitivity improves, cognitive sharpness increases, and sleep quality often gets measurably better too. You can track your progress with a glucose ketone index reading. Below 3.0 signals active autophagy. IGF-1 blood testing directly measures one of the two primary autophagy-blocking hormones in your body now. Your body has a Nobel Prize-validated repair system built into every single cell you own today. The switch is not calories, it is signals. And those signals come from your amino acid ratio specifically. High leucine and high methionine means mTOR fires, growth mode runs, and the autophagy door slams shut. Low leucine, restricted methionine, non-essential amino acids dominant. mTOR quiets, and the cleanup finally begins inside. Extend your morning autophagy window with coffee and low leucine foods. Build midday meals around plant proteins. Reload in the evening with fish to drive overnight muscle synthesis while your repair work stays protected. This is your body running the protocol it was always designed to run. You just stopped blocking it.